Welcome, Paul O'Grady!
And also, we've got a man who, every time his name is mentioned in this studio, all the women in the audience suddenly behave like screaming teenagers. Wait for it, it's Sir Cliff Richards. Yes, as well as a little chat, Sir Cliff. Alan, where's them tablets? I think I'm going to need one for this show. Cliff will also be performing a track from his new album. Oh, dear me. Give me one of these nights. Yes, I've got to do my spiel, my intro. He's sold more than 250 million records worldwide. And he's just released his 100th album, which is a tribute to some of his own musical inspirations. Ladies, please, please, no necky flinging. No, because some of you wear those big old roll-ons. No, and I remember last time, folks, when I was doing this show, some pensioner threw a roll-on at me. I was in hospital for 2 days. The rubber had perished in the gutters. It was rock hard, straight in the face. Anyway, keep your drawers on, girls, and stay in your seats and welcome the one and only Sir Cliff Richards. Let me hear.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Here. Cliff, welcome.
Thank you very much.
How are you doing, Cliff?
I'm good. I've got about 200 stalkers and they're all here.
Some of them are scary, Cliff. If you have any trouble, let us know. We've got security waiting.
Oh, I see. I shall set Mr. Carr on you.
Listen, happy birthday. It was a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it?
What
was it, 21 again?
21 again, and I've got this album out, which actually represents every year of my career.
Well, 100th.
The 100th, yeah.
But it's your 100th album, isn't it?
It is. I didn't know. When I recorded the album in Nashville in April, I had no idea what number it was. You don't think about it.
Exactly.
It was only when my office rang me and said, we think it's your 100th. I said, well, you better find out for sure before I start showing off about it. And it is the 100th. But it includes things like live shows that I've recorded, the stage shows I did in West End, soundtrack music from films.
Yeah.
Compilations, but it's 100 officially released albums.
100 albums. Yeah. It's amazing. I love this. Do you know why I love that? Because I love rock and roll. I'm mad for rock and roll.
Well, you're of an age, aren't you?
Don't start, Cliff. I'm punk. I was the oldest punk in Camden Town, believe you me. But no, I do. I'm mad for rock and roll. And you've gone back to your roots, haven't you, with this album?
I have, and if you haven't heard the album, when and if you do, you can hear that I'm very much in my comfort zone.
Yeah.
This is the stuff I learned my trade from, really. All these people, Elvis, Ricky Nelson, Everly Brothers, Chuck Berry, Buddy Holly, they're all stuff that we, of a certain age...
I love the way he looks at me for a certain age.
Oh, I'm looking at them.
Well, take your teeth out, hang on.
Well, it's all the stuff that we know. And as I wrote on the sleeve notes, that this is not an attempt to compete with the originals. Because if you listen, my version of Rip It Up is really different to Little Richard's.
Yeah.
Because you can't compete with the original has the magic that we will always want to remember as it was. But if I'm going to do an album like this and I'm going to revive these songs, I needed to add something else. But I've still listened to Little Richards on my jukebox, and it's fantastic. He sings so high, he could have been an opera singer, I think.
Castrato.
But he was he was like Placido Domingo with gravel.
How did you pick the numbers, though? Because you've got such a vast catalogue, haven't you, to choose from?
Yes, I mean, let me explain. The title... You've all heard of the Great American Songbook.
Yeah.
And you know what you're going to get. Like the Rod Stewart stuff he did, fabulous. I bought all 4 of those albums. And don't tell me he made 5, did he? No, 4.
4, yeah.
I got them all. And you know what you're going to get. when I created the title, I had no idea that this would be the first time anybody had ever used it.
Really?
So just now I'm hoping that that title, The Fabulous Rock and Roll Songbook, will tell you that that's what you're going to get. A certain type of music, and in particular from a certain era, 50s, 60s, even 70s.
Yeah.
So there's thousands of them out there.
I'll tell you what we've got here for you now. We've got a clip of your new DVD, which is you on tour. Do you want to have a look at it?
Yeah. I'd love
Put it on, please.
I haven't seen it yet.
Wipe your hands first. I'm just saying to Cliff, where'd you get your energy from?
Well, I've never really had a problem with energy. It's when you're on tour like this,
yeah.
The main fear is that you're going to wake up with that...
No voice.
Yeah, with a voice that's gone, and you think, oh... And that's the pressure we have to face. But you know what I love? This DVD, filmed in the Sydney Opera House in Australia, it gave me a chance, because I hadn't recorded the album yet, and it gave me a chance to do Rip It Up and 3 or 4 other of the songs, just to test them on any public.
And they went well?
It went really well, and so therefore when I went to Nashville, I was confident that we'd... Because they go together, the CD and the DVD, they've all been released on the same day, and they really fit what I'm feeling now.
Yeah. Now, you've been in the business how long, Cliff?
About
7 decades.
4 or 5 years now.
Get over. And we thought it'd be a good idea to give you a quick pop quiz to find out just how much you know and remember about your life and career. And we've got for you some Little Richards. Not the little Richard. These are Little Cliff Richards. Through the years to ask you the questions. So where are they? Where's me Little Richards, please? Come on, then. Hello, come on over. Come on, I like your bus. This is obviously summer holiday, isn't it?
Hi, Davina.
So who's got the first question for Sir Cliff?
I'm Cliff Richard from the 60s, and what I want to know is, where would you find Cliff Richard Court?
Cliff Richard Court? Is that a block of flats?
Richard Court. Oh, wait a minute, I know. It will be in Cheshunt in Hertfordshire.
Really? And what is it, Cliff Richard Court?
Well, they invited me to open... it's a care home for elderly, and I put my name down immediately. And I went there and opened it.
You know, I've got the laundry named after me in Rampton. Honestly. Davina, which Little Richard are you?
I'm Cliff Richard from the 70s, and what I want to know is, why were you banned from Singapore in 1972?
Cliff, I know. Cliff Richard, banned from Singapore?
I loved it. It gave my street cred. I went right up like this when I was banned.
What were you doing?
Well, I had hair as long as yours. And in Singapore, they didn't like people coming in if the hair was longer over the collar. They wouldn't let you in. So they let me stay the night, took my passport away, and I was on my way to Australia. So I stayed the night. They chucked me out. And then when I came back to do the concert, I just had my hair cut.
Oh, God,
but that's the reason why. My hair was too long. They'd let you in, though.
So that's
yeah,
right,
well, if you didn't cut your hair, they won't let you in anymore. So...
Well, I don't know if it's still true. Remember, we're talking about the 70s now.
Well, they let me in. So if it says a lot of the country, Cliff, it's gone downhill. I don't think they're fussy anymore.
Your hair ain't that long, Paul.
Well, it used to be. I used to be able to sit on it. It was down here. I could put it in a plait at one time, but that's another story.
Like a girl?
No, it wasn't like a girl's, actually. Now, look, there's meant to be 3 of you, isn't there? Where's the other one? Where's the other one? Where's the other little Cliff? Who's there? There's... You can't be going down in there. Seriously, I can't even skate. Get on me seat. Get on it. Amazing. It's stuck, it's stuck. It's stuck. It's stuck. I genuinely, it's stuck, it's stuck. No, don't, seriously. I'll get your money back on this. Catalogue things, it's awful, Cliff. It's like Alton Towers on here. What am I doing? Don't have it on. You're coming down. Look, this is dangerous. I can't even skate. Look. Get off it quick before it moves. What, Cliff, I don't remember remember you dressing like this. Hey, you're all right,
did
did
dress-
you?
Yeah.
Well,
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
yeah, but you're cheating.
Which
What?
little Richard?
You got your wheels locked.
I know, well, I can't even walk in them, let alone skate. Right, OK, I'm Cliff Richard from the 80s.
Put your glasses up, we've got a bit skew with.
OK. And my quiz for you, Sir Cliff, is to fill in the blank lyrics from one of your songs and tell me what song it is. I drank the blank she offered me, I found myself on the floor, then I looked in those big blanks and I wondered what I came there for.
No, that's I can tell you the title.
Yes.
Devil Woman.
Correct. And it's the potion she offered me, and those
I
big
myself on the floor, and I've looked in those big green eyes.
green eyes, that's it.
And I wonder what I was doing there.
She's just a devil woman with evil on her mind. Beware that devil woman.
She's gonna get you.
I can't hear you, I've got the headphones.
Well, you missed that concert there, Cliff. Listen, a huge thank you to Sir Cliff. Cliff, thanks for coming on. To Alan. And of course, to our two little Richards here. Come on, let's hear them.
I like to hear.
I do. I like to hear it. Super. Up next, Cliff is going to be performing from his new album, and I'm going to be getting modelling lessons from my very own. To see you in a minute. Well done, you. Well done, you. Still with me, and later on they're going to be giving advice on how to look hot and seductive. I think it tastes funny for the 2014 Paul O'Grady calendar. But now I've got a very special surprise for one of our audience members. Now, Cliff, I need you to go amongst them. You touch him and I'll be in there. Do you hear me? Be very careful, Cliff, with them. Belt them with the mic if they come too far, OK? So off you go. Have a root in the
I
audience.
need to know. I'm coming to pick up somebody called Paul Johnson. Paul Johnson. Where are we? Are we here? Oh, Paul.
Come on, Paul.
Who is a DJ. There's a surprise for you. Come on down. There's some steps here. Follow me down these steps. Here we go. Okay, now, Paul, we got 3 steps to walk up. One there. One, 2, 3. We got it.
Paul, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show.
Thank
Sit
you.
yourself on the couch. Go
Paul,
on.
if you could step over Alan.
Yeah, Alan's lying on the floor now, as usual.
Drunk again.
Oh, you know what he's like. Right, now then. Paul, do you know why you're here?
No.
No? Well, we've got a big surprise for you because we've been told that you're not only a massive Cliff fan, but you've also done your fair share of charity work, more than your fair share of charity work. Now, a couple of weeks ago, you thought you were filming a documentary about community radio.
That's right.
But, Paul, I'm sorry, you were hoodwinked. You were very, very wrong. You have a listen to this.
When Paul was younger, he was just like any other child. He was always listening to the radio and he was always doing pretend radio shows, pretending he was a DJ. Then he started doing more charity work.
Well, I don't know where he gets his energy from. I mean, he's been doing charity for most of his life. Always makes people laugh, always makes people feel special.
Paul is such an outgoing person and he has such a lovely heart that you could sort of say in Swansea, if you mentioned a charity, Paul had been involved with them at some point.
He's not a selfish person. His radio work is so important to him.
He comes in the morning, he's always there, he never lets us down. Fantastic guy.
His show obviously starts off with Cliff, the same track every show, Wired for Sound.
Good morning everyone and welcome along to Weekday Live between now and 1 o'clock. I just hope, like Cliff Richard, you will all stay wired for sound.
He's a lovely, lovely person. Yes, I'd be proud to say that Paul's my friend.
If there's something in his head, you got to do it.
From my personal experience with people who are blind, the bravest blind person I've ever met.
Incredible. How he does it, I do not know.
Fantastic guy, and with everything that he's had to put up with in his life, it's just amazing what he can actually do.
I'm so delighted that you're having this special surprise today. If anybody deserves it, you do.
You are a very special person.
You truly are a legend and worthy of it.
Well done, proud of you.
to say, you're a remarkable man, Paul. You really are. You really are. You don't let any obstacle get in your way. You are a truly remarkable man. And as a special thanks for all your hard work that you do for charities and for all sorts of people that you help, we've got you some signed Cliff goodies, because I know you're Cliff's #1 fan. Wait, I'm finished yet. We've also got you the best seat in the house for his performance. Cliff, yeah?
I can't believe this, thank you.
Oh, Paul, you're welcome. Yeah, it's an absolute pleasure to meet you. It really is. Cliff, get yourself over there and get ready while I do you a big introduction. Paul, I hope you enjoy this song, because Cliff is going to be performing Dream Lover from his new album, The Fabulous Rock and Roll Songbook. So will you give it up, please, for Sir Cliff Richard? Let's hear you.
You know I need...
Cliff Richards!
Thank you so much.
Cliff Richard, come on, let's hear you. See you after the break. Go on, put the kettle on.